Hello good people, I'm Jason with Squad Car 37 and you're watching Micro Tutorial Tuesday, where I put 1 minute and 37 seconds on the clock and share with you a music tip or life lesson. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to put strings on an acoustic guitar. Let's roll the intro. Micro Tutorial Tuesday. Let's put 1 minute and 37 seconds on the clock and get started. So the first thing you're going to need is a set of strings. You'll also need a tuner, and then you'll need something to cut the strings. So wire cutters, or this D'Addario device has string cutters, as well as a string winder, which makes things super easy. The grooves in this winder and the grooves right here allow you to be able to take off the string pegs. When you're changing strings on your guitar, it gives you access to areas that can get a little bit grimy and dirty. So I always use some furniture cleaner and a towel. It's also useful to have a trash bag handy. This is where you're gonna throw all the little bits of strings that you cut off. So put your tuner on your guitar head, and I'm gonna do one string at a time, starting with a low E string. All the strings are labeled by color. So your 6th string is your biggest string, your 1st string is your smallest string. And we know, based on this legend, that the E string is brass. So that means this little tip here is brass. Now loosen the E string. Use your wire cutters to cut it. Once it's cut, unwind it. Now we need to pop the string peg. And we're gonna use our little D'Addario tool here. So you fit this around the string peg, and then you gently pull it up. We're gonna put the ball of the string below the tip of this peg. So basically you put this in at the top and you push it down in there. You wanna give yourself some slack, but not too much slack. So that's about right. Push the string up, and as you're holding it, put it in this little groove here. Get your string winder, turn it until it gets tight. We can bend this up a little bit. As I'm turning it, I'm also going to tune it, and this is the E string. After I have the string fastened, I'll pull it just a bit to stretch the string out. Now once I have a gap in the strings here, you'll start to see that there are areas where you can quickly clean with your wood cleaner. Now the last step is to cut your strings off. I like to cut them right at the top of these pegs. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, ring-a-ding the bell on the YouTube channel. Check us out on Instagram. We'll catch you in the next video. This is where you're gonna throw all the little bits of strings that you cut off. Otherwise, those puppies pop off onto the floor. The last thing you wanna do is step on guitar strings. It's like getting stung by hornets on the bottom of your feet. So just clip them and throw them in a bag. And I prefer paper over plastic because it's better for the environment.